We are living in a world that is trying to include everyone in everything, make everyone comfortable with everything. But the thing is that the truth is that the world is not comfortable. The world has never been comfortable every time, in every hour, in every month, every moment, with everything, with everybody. You know, I just feel like at some point as an adult, we are put in a situation where we should be able to behave as adults and without you know, breastfeeding already is already a lot. You know, is demanding a lot on the breastfeeding mother, a lot emotionally, physically, and everything. So on top of that, if you have to constantly doing that with the mind, in mind that you have to also be satisfying in some way, the adult that is there, that should be like, it should be like your partner, you should be, it should be a team. You know, it should be the one that actually boosting you mentally. It shouldn't be the one that make you can worry again about certain aspect. Oh, he's not gonna feel included, so okay, for him to feel included, I have to breastfeed him. Oh, he's gonna, you know, I feel like it's too much. It's just too much. I feel like we need to teach even from a very young age or children, and then when they become adult, they know that there's things that are for them and there's things that are not for them. You know, breastfeeding per se is not for adult. I'm sorry. Now, like I said, we're going to go in depth to that because there's so many things around breastfeeding I didn't even know they existed. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one. But I will try to stay focused on this specific subject now on this video. So, like, you know, there's certain thing that kind of like, when it comes to what a man will want to breastfeed, it was all right. You know, the only thing, fulfilling a fantasy. And this actually brought me to where I actually began to understand why some people feel the way they do about breastfeeding. Because a lot of all these reasons bring breastfeeding to sexual arousal, sexual fantasies, sexual, all these sexual things that it got nothing to do with that. Because when they say that the partner who is breastfeeding will make you to produce more milk, first of all, man who is suckling on the breast is not the same that a child who is sucking on the breast. It's not the same thing. And on top of that, a baby, there's a special thing on the baby tongue and the baby mouth that communicates with the mother body. You know, I don't think now a grown adult will be able to initiate the same type of communication. You know what I mean, with the mother body. So it's confusing. It's confusing. I feel like there might be people doing it. There are actually people doing it. They should do it. But I'm not condemning anyone. But when it comes to trying to put side by side adult breastfeeding and a baby, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because this is the reason why some women are finding it difficult to breastfeed. This is a reason why some people give some women a hard time while they're breastfeeding, because they view breastfeeding as some type of sexual thing, you know, because of all these ideas. Because okay, an adult that is having adult intimacy with another adult, you know, okay, we go there, we touch the breast, we touch the nipple and all this. The feeling is not the same that a baby will suckle. It's not the same. No matter the age of the baby, my son now is 3 years old. It's not the same. It's not the same feeling. It got nothing to do. It doesn't even go close to sexual arousal or sexual feeling at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different, but I know a lot of women around me who are breastfeeding. We're having that heart-to-heart conversation. It's not at all. So I feel I have a problem with that. I have a problem with the fact that man needed to breastfeed for all these other reasons. If you, let's say the health benefit, they feel like man find some health benefit. Okay. If it's for some type of like curiosity, they want to know how it tastes. Okay. But when you start to go to things like heightened arousal, increased intimacy, for greater support, why do I have to breastfeed you for you to give me support? I don't get it. We have the baby together. Even if it's not your baby, let's say that I met you when I was pregnant, or I met you after my baby was born. You're in my life because you are supposed to love me. You are supposed to be my partner. So why do I have to breastfeed you for me to get your support? For you to support me like you should be doing anyway. Because like, I mean, when I was pregnant, you didn't have me carry the baby. You see what I mean? I did that. So you were beside me, and I accepted the fact that you cannot carry the baby with me, but by you supporting me beside me, doing things for me, showing me your attention and all that, that satisfied me on the fact that you were doing your part. So what do me I have to breastfeed you for you to feel, for you to support me better, or to give me more, to be more enthusiastic about breastfeeding? I mean, breastfeeding is something, is a woman, a mother who decided they want to breastfeed or not. It should be, that's what it should be. It's not always that. That's what it should be, you know, because at the end of the day, she's the one putting order in place for that to happen. She's the one controlling her diet to make sure now that everything goes well. She's the one, all those things. So I want to know why. You know, I have a problem with that. I also have a problem. Why? I mean, I'm sure there's another one that I have a problem with. But balance out uneven breast, I can understand. But at the same time, also you can also pump it to unbalance your uneven breast. Boost breast milk supply. There's also other way to boost breast milk supply. You know, on the diet, drinking more water, doing, you know, there's a lot of things. Putting the baby more often on the breast, you know, that boosts the breast milk supply. Whereas in your other one, on the one that they say for the reason why a partner will want to breastfeed, that fulfilling a fantasy. I also have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because at the end of the day, why don't you fulfill that fantasy outside of the breast milk? You see what I mean? I'm sure that if you have any fantasy about maybe breastfeeding, you could have done that before the baby was born. Even, you know, during the baby making period, you should fulfill the fantasy. Say, yes, you know, people, couple play a lot of, do a lot of role play to to fulfill fantasy. What do you do that? What do I have to wait for a baby to actually be there for you to suck the milk and to say you fulfill some type of fantasy? I have a problem with the breast milk, breastfeeding being attached to anything sexual. I have a problem with that, to be honest. I have a problem with that. That's what I'm going to say. So I don't want the video to be too long on this. I hope you love the video. If you love the video, give a thumb up and like, share. And I will see you soon again for the similar video on breastfeeding around adult and all those single breast milk. Take care of yourself and see you again soon. Bye.